The day before our engagement, my fiancé, Shawn Williams, said he would accompany me to look for a wedding dress. He still was not there by the time the bridal shop closed. I received a text from him on my way home. Shawn said, "Britney said she ran out of pajamas, so I'll accompany her to go shopping." I called him, but his junior answered the phone. "Shawn is taking a shower. I can pass along a message if you have something to tell him." Shawn and I had been in a relationship for 4 years. Whenever I had something important to do, his junior would suddenly need his help with something trivial. He would always abandon me and rush to her side. As expected, he did not hesitate to abandon me on a day as important as today. Feeling exhausted, I calmly replied, "Tell him the wedding is cancelled. I don't want to marry him anymore." On the day before our engagement, Shawn took my hand and said he would accompany me to look for my wedding dress. However, as we arrived at the bridal shop, Shawn answered a phone call and told me grimly, "Sonia, something's happened at the company. I have to deal with it immediately." Although disappointed, I let Shawn leave without thinking much of it after seeing his worried expression. Before leaving, Shawn asked me to wait for him to return. He still had not returned by the time the bridal shop closed. I called him countless times, but none of the calls went through. The shop assistant looked at me pitifully, making my heart ache. She stepped forward and asked gently, "Miss Sackman, how about we wait a little longer?" I shook my head and forced a smile. "No, I'm going home." On my way back, I saw a post with a picture of Shawn choosing pajamas for Britney. The caption read, "I can't believe we're so close that he's helping me pick out pajamas." I smiled and commented, "Other people's fiancés have good taste, don't they?" Soon, I got a text from Shawn. "Britney said she ran out of pajamas, so I'll accompany her to go shopping. Don't be unreasonable. Just behave yourself until I come back, okay?" I could not help but scoff when I saw this message. Even though tears fell from my eyes, Shawn and I had been in a relationship for 4 years. Whenever I had something important to do, his junior, Britney Zigger, would suddenly need his help with something trivial. He would always abandon me and rush to her side. I always made a fuss, but Shawn would look at me with disappointment and say, "If anything was going on between Britney and me, you wouldn't be here. I've known her since I was little. I only think of her as a sister. She's the one who helped me pursue you. Why are you jealous of her?" I forced myself to accept the existence of another woman between Shawn and me, and I forced myself to accept that he treated her better than me. I loved Shawn to the point of losing myself, but I was still human. Every betrayal still disappointed me. When Shawn promised to accompany me to look at wedding dresses, I silently counted down to when Britney would start to make trouble. I was caught a little off guard when she did not eventually show up. It was obvious I had been too naive. How could Britney not cause trouble? It was just that Shawn lied to me and chose Britney again. Before I knew it, my face was streaming with tears. I called Shawn again and it finally went through. However, Britney was the one who replied, "Shawn is taking a shower. Sonia, is it something urgent? I can pass along a message if you have something to tell him." I sneered. Shawn was my future groom, and he was responsible for many things in preparation for the engagement, yet he was taking a shower in another woman's house. How ridiculous. All I felt was relief now. What if Britney called him away again during our engagement tomorrow? What would I do? After all, it was not the first time Shawn abandoned me and ran to Britney without hesitation. However, this would be the last time. I was tired and did not want this to continue. Britney was still talking on the phone. "Shawn is exhausted. Sonia, stop being unreasonable. Can't you make things a little easier for him?" I calmly replied, "Tell him the wedding is cancelled. I don't want to marry him anymore."